In Paso Robles, California, our good friend David Jackson uses the animals he's rescued to help educate the public about wildlife conservation. Today we're taking a tour of his ranch, and our next stop is the birds of prey habitat. After we finished, we went into where the bird area is, a beautiful bird area where they fly their birds, and they put their birds out on different stands in there.
Now come on in, this is our bird of prey area. So all these birds, they live in their mews obviously, but they also need to be out in the weather. So we have what are called weathering areas, weathering yards, which is this area out here, where all the birds get staked out. They put on perches, and they have a little pool that they can bathe in, and they have a grass area.
The one bird he showed us was the peregrine falcon. And the peregrine falcon is the fastest animal in the world. They clocked it over 220 miles an hour. That looks like a peregrine, is that right?
It is, that's a peregrine falcon. Very, very lucky for you to see a peregrine falcon. We were down to less than 40 pair in the United States of America. They were almost extinct. And their eyesight is incredible. It's based on movement. So what they're looking for is they're looking for anything that moves. So if you notice prey animals like squirrels and rabbits, they dart and they stop. And they sit there and they dart and they stop because they know the predators are watching for movement. So from thousands of feet in the sky, these guys can see the eyelashes of a mouse flickering. Yeah.
Really?
Yes, that's how acute their eyesight is. So it's based on movement.
David Jackson is a master falconer. Now, that takes years and years of work to get your masters in falconry. And my understanding is now these birds are coming back because they're adapting to skyscrapers in Chicago, Columbus, Ohio, New York City, LA, am I right?
Yeah, and there's webcams like from Cincinnati and stuff that you can see these animals that are up on the sides of big buildings, making a nest, setting up shop, learning how to live off of us.
Live off the pigeons?
Yeah, sky rats, we call them.
What else is in here?
We've got lots of birds in here. Right behind you is a great horned owl. This is Echo.
I was really excited. I got to see my buddy Echo, great horned owl. I had Echo on several national shows before.
And this is a very, very important animal for urban areas and the cities, just like you're saying. We push out most of the predators, but we have lots of prey animals, lots of pests, you know, rats and pigeons and things like that. So the birds of prey have learned to live with us and have figured out that we actually are good to live around because we gather so many pests in our areas. He was actually in a bird show at a theme park. And then the bird show got shut down and we ended up with him. And so now he flies in our shows with the kids. In fact, I'm going to do something with you later. I'm going to have him fly to you. Echo flies to your head. It's amazing to watch. I've seen him fly across audiences on national TV. I've seen him fly across 2,000 people in one of my speeches. Does that look goofy? Take it off. You don't need it at all. We'll just let it land on your head.
You're crazy.
Take the helmet off.
The claws will go through my head.
Yeah, he's going to land on your head.
So I said, no, I don't need the helmet. You can just land on my head.
It was not a wise decision because you had claw marks everywhere.
It hurt my head. Oh, that's like,
oh, Jack, that's great.
So you want to get that thing off my head, please? I should have put the helmet on because the talons are very, very powerful. And that's how the owl makes its kill usually, not with the beak. With those talons, getting its prey, its rat or its mice or whatever it might be. Echo! Oh, right in the forehead.
Well, I was lucky because Jack had Echo fly to me as well, and it was very exciting, but I was fortunate. I had the helmet on my head. David, I love it because we're actually eye to eye.
Yeah, now what's cool is try if you can to be totally quiet and try to hear him flap his wings. You won't be able to on the way by. Okay, ready?
Whoa.
You're right, it is totally silent.
Jeez, oh man.
When that owl is coming towards you, you cannot hear a thing. So you can see how they're totally effective when they're getting their prey.
The owl is called the bird of silent flight. It's just mostly feathers and hollow bone. That owl you saw flying to me didn't even weigh 16 ounces. Go ahead, Sue, look at the top of my head. There's holes in it.
No, you don't have any holes
I
in
do
it.
too, Sue. I know what a hole. Okay, never. I'll be brave. You're right. I don't have any holes in it. It's fine. When I start growing feathers out of my head tomorrow, then you won't be laughing. Coming up, I've never seen a camel and a zebra together.
Yeah, they're best friends. When you want to ride him?
You're kidding.
Cush.
Next on Jack Hanna's Into the Wild. Our good friend David Jackson runs a beautiful animal rescue center from his ranch in Paso Robles, California. Today we're seeing firsthand the passion he has in caring for these beautiful animals. And now we're going to help him out with his other great passion, teaching kids about wildlife conservation. Sue and I really had a fun time going with David to his son's school.
This is the most unusual dog I've ever seen.
You can see the work involved of packing the animals in the trucks, making sure they're safe, unloading the animals at the school, watching the kids go crazy and everybody wants to touch something, but obviously they can't. Grab the snake, let's go.
Oh, this has to be a big snake, David.
Yep.
It's right here.
And the kids had all their little masks on. Remember that?
Oh, it's so cute.
You guys have a
We've got
surprise for Jack.
snake.
If you want to, pull him out now. Show Jack your surprise.
And we've got an elephant.
Oh, get out of here. I didn't know that. Oh, Sue.
Just to be able to look at them all and then figure out which animal they're supposed to be.
I'm a wolf.
I knew that. Oh, you're an elephant.
Ah, good.
Thank you all so much for doing this. Give me a round of applause, Sue.
These are, what are they?
Chinchillas.
Want to see how they keep their fur so soft?
David, not only is he unbelievable with taking care of animals and has this incredible rapport with animals, he has the same rapport with kids and with people.
This is a South African bullfrog. He's not even full grown. All right, your turn. Tell me adaptations for survival this guy has. Camouflage, different kind of camouflage than that snake though. This frog has what's called counter shading.
And I'll tell you, I was totally captivated by the whole presentation.
You guys all recycle?
Yeah.
Do you recycle your aluminum cans?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you recycle them always? I'll give you a reason to. Right now, what we have to do is we have to go out to where those guys live, dig up their home, destroy their homes. We have enough aluminum right now that we would never have to go look for any more if we just recycled what we have. Every time that you throw an aluminum can away, you're wasting 3 hours of electricity. All right, give yourselves a round of applause. You guys are absolutely awesome.
After sitting in on David's class, we're headed back to his ranch to meet up with one last animal. David has a lot of favorite animals that I just love, but one of my favorites is the camel.
So one last thing I want to do here is give you an opportunity to meet some of our barnyard animals, one in particular, Solomon, our camel. I'm going to ask Sammy, my daughter, to help us out here. So,
I've never seen a camel and a zebra together.
yep, they're best friends. They're best buds.
Oh, how about that?
You want to ride him?
You're kidding, I can't.
No, here, let's see, we'll get him down.
Sure enough, old Sue got to ride the camel.
And then you have to lean way back when we're standing up. Okay? Hold on tight, hold on. Stay right there. There you go.
And I got up on the camel and boy, you just feel like you're on top of the world. And all of a sudden, this camel pushes down. This was my body. It just goes boom.
Go ahead and get down. Push.
At first, just couldn't believe our eyes. It happened like lightning. We're not talking about cushioning, which means going down slowly like he's supposed to. For some reason, he just wanted to go down. So let go of the camel.
She came right onto me.
So that was my ride into the sunset.
It was a good ending, though, wasn't it, Sue?
It was an interesting ending.
You know I would have caught you if I was leading it, don't you? Big as I am. This has been an incredible experience.
Oh, it really has. Once in a lifetime experience.
Anytime.
Thank you.
But not just, Sue, one thing about David, it's not just the animal world that's benefited here. It's the people world. The tens of thousands of lives this guy touches with Zoo to You.
Well, I love it because you're all about educating everybody just to, you know, further the conservation so that these animals be around forever.
Yep. If they meet them, they'll care about them, fall in love with them, and want to do something to help them.
Thanks a lot, David.
Thank you.
Our pleasure.
Thank
Anytime.
you, thank you, thank you.
Of course.
Visiting David Jackson's ranch and seeing the daily work he does with animals brought back the fondest memories for Sue and I, taking us back 30 years to our farm in Tennessee. We do a lot of filming all over the world, but this was a day that was special for Sue and I because when you get older in life, you look back at things, a lot of times you wish, oh my gosh, I wish we could do that again. And all I kept saying that whole day, didn't we? All day long, I kept saying to Sue, boy, you remember when you prepared the food? You remember when you had to bottle feed this little chimp or this little primate that someone had given to us from another zoo? Do you remember this? Do you remember that? It just was, it was like reliving our lives. And just as our TV shows have reached out to talk about wildlife conservation, the hard work David does with his Zoo to You program is teaching people across the country to truly love animals and to help make a difference through conservation.